Hi, it's Lou Agave, a Long Island Lou Tequila on Facebook, Instagram, the web, and TikTok. Today, Wild Common Reposado. Whew, this is a really nice, well, it looks light, and at first it tastes light, but boy, oh boy, is there layers of fun in this thing, and you're going to find that out. This is Andy Barton again, and he's got like one of my favorite Blancos out. You know, he's up to, well, he's up to lot 2, but I showed you on a recent review what was coming with lot 3. This is a really well-made Reposado, and I have to explain that I was in Mexico recently, had a taste of this in a hotel bar in Arandas, and I thought it had a lot of caramel, and I said, hey, this is really nice, this is really good. I really like that Blanco we had, though. And I realize now there's a reason why I was tasting all those things I'm tasting, and now I'm getting a lot more even. Of course, that was just a sip at the bar. I'm really into it now, and I love it. I love it. It has all the balanced stuff that I want and I need. So, Wild Common, this is a lot 1 Reposado, as it says in the back, but it's made from lot 2 Blanco, okay? And Chava himself picked it out that he liked this brand at 43% ABV, all right? So it's 86 proof, okay? They had samples, they all sat around, and that was the one Chava said, that's it, it's the sweet spot, it's getting made at 43. So that's what they use as the base for all of this. Now, here's an interesting thing and some stuff I learned talking to Andy tonight. So this is a first use Buffalo Trace used bourbon barrel. It's basically, you know, you can call it first use. Some people call it first fill. What it really means is, in the world of bourbon and whiskey, you can only use the barrel one time. So most of the time they sell them to tequila companies after that, because the tequila, they like the extra sweetness they get and stuff. So the first time you put tequila into that barrel, it's called first use or first fill. And Andy was explaining, they got the barrels right away. Like they would just, first, soon as they were done, Buffalo Trace sent them right over. So that's pretty interesting. Now that's why I was getting such a strong caramel and all of that. But that all dissipates and levels out. So what happens is, I feel like I'm inside a barrel. I mean, now that I'm really tasting this and then smelling the empty glass afterwards. It's always a big thing, guys. You should do that sometimes. When your glass is empty at the end, so like when I poured some and I'm letting it sit, because, you know, people are saying you got to let this sit. And, you know, Andy said let it open up too, and I understand because, again, you know, it's the first time tequila's ever been in that barrel, so it's kind of explosive, and it's filled with all kinds of flavors going around. So, you know, let it all dissipate and hang out for a minute before you actually make a judgment on it. So, when that glass was empty the first time, the smells you get out of an empty glass, and you guys, most of you guys know that already, it's phenomenal. You could smell it all. You could smell stuff you didn't even, you know, catch any aromas sometimes while you were drinking it, you know, and nosing it originally. So, that's a pretty interesting thing. So, I loved the barrel notes of spices. It's insane. It's you get it all. I mean, you get nutmeg, and, you know, you get the spice, the pepper, you get honey, the sweet agave and the honeys. Oh my goodness, cinnamon like you wouldn't believe. And then on the way out, you get more cinnamon. You get the caramel, but it really is leveled out at that point. Minerals, light citrus, like almost I don't know, like an orange kind of thing. Lime, maybe you could say. Again, that nutmeg is there. Light vanilla, just a little bit, which is cool. It's a little herbal, you know, herbal. And it's got, like I say, the barrel spice, the pepper, light anise and mint. And it's got some fruit, almost a nutty kind of thing. But, you know, it's light. Why is it light, you might say? Well, it's only been rested in those first use Buffalo Trace bourbon barrels for 100 days. So just over 3 months. So, you know what I'm saying? This is not a heavily rested Reposado. Of course, you could see how light it is and how clean it looks, and it tastes the same way. And, of course, you know, Kashkawin, where this is made, Nam 1123 in the Valley with the Salvatore Rosales, you know, and the Chavez, they never would even, there's no additives in this brand or almost anything they do there for sure, you know. So let's give this a shot, and I'll tell you about the price too, by the way. So yeah, it's been up there and people have been talking about it, right? So Sip Tequila ran out supposedly, and it was up at a high number, okay? But now he wants you to know that, again, this is being imported now to the U.S. in much larger numbers than it had been previously. So you're going to start seeing all their products come down in price, but definitely the Reposado. So you'll see this come down in price soon. You know, it might still be up there in around the 70s figure, but, you know, today for a quality Reposado, that's not really, you know, that high at all. And so Z's Old Town Tequila Superstore is supposed to be picking up this line real soon. The line is expanding big time to California, Wyoming, Colorado, Florida, New York. It's going to all the Texas, you know. So you guys are going to start seeing this a lot now, and the price should start coming down, all right? So that's a good thing, too, you know. Ooh. Hey, their slogan is cool, too. Nothing added, nothing lost. I have no problem with that. I totally agree with that. What do you want to add to it? Oh, this is nice. Got the nice whiskey. Definitely, I'm getting like, you know, I'm getting those sharp barrel spices, stuff you would get inside of a barrel. You're getting nutmeg, you're getting some pepper. But I'm also getting those other things I talked about, you know, the anise and the mint and the cooked beautiful honey agave and like almost a straw or a hay type of aroma, you know, earthy, really nice, a little herbal, like I say. So this is really nice. This is a nice nose reposado. So if you guys that like no oak bomb type of thing, you like a nice light reposado, but yet it still has all the flavors you want. This is definitely your baby. Reminds me a little of the Artinan 1414, which is a high quality. So that's a big compliment to these guys. All right. So, ooh, like I say, it looks light and it almost tastes light at first, but when you let it sit and after you try it once or twice, you're gonna realize there's lots of layers going on here. Yeah, honey, nutmeg, cooked agave, sweetness, caramel, vanilla, not a lot, cinnamon, it's there. It's got a nice tingle of cinnamon on your tongue. Got those spices I talked, pepper and the light vanilla. Does have some light butterscotch. It's minerally, has a lot of minerals. They use deep well water. I'm going to tell you that in a minute. The oak is there, you know, in a light whiskey type bourbon taste. It's buttery. It's got some citrus. Yeah, citrus again. Lime type of thing, maybe almost like a pineapple thing or something like that, or even a little orangey and stuff. It's nice, delicious. I love the nose. This is really fantastic overall. It's light in color overall, light in the beginning, and then you really like now everything's popping, everything's coming out. It really is nice. It really is nice. Silky and easy to sip is not even describing it correctly. It's phenomenal in that sense. This is a drinking reposado. This is a sit down, you know, watch a movie and really enjoy this. Okay, this is really a good reposado. I love it a lot. I love the nose. I really love it a lot. So I mean, Tequila Matchmaker, I would go with a 90 on this. I would. This is better the more I drink it. It just gets better and better and better. Price is going to come down. It's got a high rating by me. I don't see a lot wrong with this at all. I don't think you can find anything wrong. It's made with Valley agaves. They use that Tohona and a shredder roller combination like I've talked about in the past for this brand. This is a very creative brand. So they do a blend of, you know, those maceration techniques. That's pretty cool. They use stainless steel open air fermentation, okay, but they use concrete with fibers. That's another reason why, in my opinion, you always get bolder flavors and you start picking up things that were in those fibers. A lot of brands don't bother to use the fibers. This has the fibers, you know, after it was cooked and after they just put them into the fermentation tanks. I think that's really cool. It adds a punch to it. It adds a whole different, you know, a whole different level. It really does, you know. So after the cement tanks that with fermentation with fibers, they're also using stainless steel tanks without fibers, and then they do a blend and they put it all together. Double distilled in copper and stainless. They use deep well water. I told you about the first use bourbon barrels. They rested in stainless steel. So this is well made. This is delicious. This is fantastic. You're gonna love this. A 90 on Tequila Matchmaker. Guys, get out there and check out Wild Common Reposado. This is really good.